we shall do the problem regarding sectioning of a solid. A right regular triangular pyramid, edge of base 60 mm and height 70 mm is resting on HP on its base with one edge of its base parallel to and closer to VP. A cutting plane parallel to and passing through a point 16 mm in front of the top view of the axis cuts the solid. Draw the sectional front view of the pyramid. So here this problem involves sectioning of solid. So here it is a right regular triangular pyramid which is resting on HP on its base. So as it is resting on HP on its base, the base shape will be in the top view and the base shape will be a triangle with 3 slanting edges, and the front view will be another triangle in which the slanting edges and the base are visible. So in section of solids, the very first step that we have to do is draw the simple front view and simple top view of the pyramid using type B lines, that is continuous thin lines. So here already I have drawn the symbol front view and symbol top view of the pyramid. The next step that we have to do is location of the section plane. So in the question it is mentioned that the section plane is passing through a point 16 mm in front of the top view of the axis and it is cutting the solid, and it is also mentioned that the cutting plane is parallel to the axis. So here this is the top view of the axis. It is mentioned as PO. So PO is a point. Why PO is a point? PO is a point because PO, that is the axis of the solid, is perpendicular to HP in this case. That is why it is seen as a point in its top view. So the section plane is located 16 mm in front of the top view of the axis. So PO is the axis, it is located 16 mm in front. So in this direction it is located. The plane is parallel to the axis. So if this pen is representing the axis, so in the top view it seems to be a point, and let us assume that this knife is our cutting plane. So the surface of the knife is parallel to the top view of the axis. So this is the axis, the cutting plane. So this is the cutting plane, it is parallel to the axis and it is located 16 mm in front of the axis. So from this axis it is 16 mm in front, so it will be somewhere here. Now this is the location of the section plane. So in the top view, the section plane, as it is parallel to the axis, obviously it will be perpendicular to the horizontal plane. So when it is perpendicular to the horizontal plane, in the top view the cutting plane will be seen as a line. Now let us represent the cutting plane 16 mm in front of the axis. So 16 mm in front of the axis, let us mark a point here and let us represent our section plane. Inside the solid, the section plane is a continuous line, and outside the solid it is a chain line with the ends slightly thickened. After the location of the section plane, I have marked here it as HT. HT means horizontal trace. Why it is marked as HT? Because as the section plane is perpendicular to HP, definitely the section plane will be meeting with the horizontal plane. So when a plane is meeting with the horizontal plane, definitely it will be having a trace, and that trace in this case it is horizontal trace. And here I have marked the dimension also. So here two arrowheads are indicated in order to show the direction in which this solid is to be viewed, in order to get a clear idea of the section surface. After the sectioning process, the front region of the solid will be removed and this region will be remaining. So in this region, when you are observing it in this direction, we can see the section surface. So what do you mean by section surface? Section surface is the area from which some portion of the solid is removed. After location of the section plane, the next step is marking the meeting points of the section plane with the various edges of the solid. It can be either slanting edges or base edges. So we shall start it from this point. So here this is edge, base edge, AC, and this is our section plane. So here we will be having a meeting point. Let us mark it as 1. Again, PC is a slanting edge, and here it is meeting with the section plane. Let us mark this meeting point as 2. And this one is another meeting point of the section plane with the base edge BC. Let us mark it as 3. After marking the points 1, 2, 3, the next step is transfer 1, 2, 3 to the front view. So let us transfer it one by one. We shall first transfer 1 and 3, and later on we shall be transferring 2. So 1 and 3 are along the base. So let us transfer it up to the base in the front view. So we transferred 1 and 3 to the front view as 1 dash and 2 dash, which is again along the base. Now we have to transfer point 2. We won't be able to transfer 2 directly to this front view, because in this case P dash C dash is perpendicular to the XY line. So here it is difficult to get a meeting point. We will be unable to locate directly where point 2 is located in the front view. So in order to locate this, we will be using an alternative method. So let us see how it is. Here I have drawn a line which is parallel to the XY line. Okay, so I shall darken it once again. So this line and the XY line, they are parallel to each other. Now let us rotate PC to this reference line. So we shall do it using compass. So this is measurement PC. Rotate it to the reference line which is parallel to the XY line. Let us mark this meeting point as C1. Now let us transfer C1 to the front view. Let us mark this meeting point as C double dash. Now let us join P dash and C double dash. Now what is the speciality of P dash C double dash? P dash C double dash will be giving you the true length of a slanting edge. If you observe the top view, PA, PB and PC, none of them are parallel to the XY line. So in the front view, each of these slanting edges, PA, PB and PC, they won't be having their true length in the front view. So in order to transfer points like 2, we require the help of a slanting edge which is having true length. So this slanting edge, it is having true length. Now let us rotate point 2 to this reference line in which we are having PC1. So So use your compass. Let us mark this point as 2, 1. Let us transfer 2, 1 to the front view. P dash, C double dash. Let us mark this meeting point as 2 double dash. Now transfer 2 double dash to P dash, C dash. Let us mark this point as 2 dash. This transferring involves a principle that is from line inclined to both planes. Now, after marking 1 dash, 2 dash and 3 dash, the next step is join 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash and 3 dash, 1 dash using thick lines. So this enclosed area is known as the sectioned surface. So in order to indicate that from this region some portion of the solid is sectioned out, we will be marking hatching lines inside this region. Hatching lines are thin lines which are equally spaced and at an angle of 45 degree with respect to the XY line. After the hatching process, the next step is mark the remaining portions of the solid in the front view using thick lines and correspondingly transfer those edges to the front view also. That is, mark the remaining edges after the sectioning process in the front view also. So let us do that step. Here, after the sectioning process by this section plane, this region is removed and this region is remaining. So let us mark the remaining regions one by one. So let us consider the base. A1 is remaining. So let us mark it using a thick line. A1 is remaining. So here this is A1. AB is remaining. So here in the front view, so in the top view let us mark AB. In the front view also let us mark AB. 3B is remaining. So 3B, so already 3B is here. Now let us think about the slanting edges. PA is remaining. So this is P dash A dash. So this will be also remaining. PB is also remaining. So P dash, B dash is remaining. Now PC is not completely remaining, it is remaining only up to 2. So P2 is remaining. So P dash, 2 dash. So this completes the diagram. Let us have an overview of the steps that we have done. Initially what we have done is drawing the front view and top view of the solid in its simple position using type B lines. Step number 1. Step number 2 is location of the section plane using again thick lines which is continuous thick inside the solid and chain line outside the solid. The ends of the section plane needs to be slightly thickened. Third step is mark the meeting points of the section plane with the various edges of the solid as 1, 2, 3. Fourth step is transfer 1, 2, 3 to the front view. Fifth step is join 1, 2, 3, 1 or 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 3 dash, 1 dash in the front view. Fifth step is drawing hatching lines. Sixth step is draw the remaining portions in the top using type A lines. And seventh step is draw the remaining portion in the front. In this problem, as the section plane is parallel to the XY line, or else here in this case the section plane is parallel to VP. When a line is parallel to the XY line, obviously it will be parallel to VP also. So in this case, this section plane is actually parallel to VP. So as the sectioning process is done in this way, definitely the sectioned surface 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 3 dash, 1 dash, when it is observed in this direction in the front view, it will be having its true dimensions. The true dimensions will be visible. So in effect, this 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 3 dash, 1 dash is also known as the true shape of the section. This is a top view, and this whole together you can call it as a sectional front view.